Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Τα προγράμματά μας προσφέρουν πολλές γλώσσες. Παρακαλούμε δείτε suprememastertv.com/schedule.
It depends on the person who need help. If he needs a Buddha, then Kuan Yin Bodhisattva will appear as Buddha. If he would be more appealed by a solitary Buddha, then she will appear thus. And if a person needs to be delivered by conditions enlightened one, then she would appear thus. She just appear different body, different forms.
Please continue watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with the subtitles in Arabic. Our lectures, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, and Thai. 사랑하는 여러분께 가장 따뜻한 인사를 전합니다. 저는 아름다운 한국 부산의 용진입니다. 정다운 한국인들이 여러분께 안부 전합니다. 한국은 수천 년의 역사를 지니고 있습니다. 코리아라는 이름은 고려 왕조에서 유래했습니다. 고려는 높고 아름답다는 뜻으로 한국 산소의 특징인 높은 산과 맑은 물을 잘 표현하고 있습니다. 한반도의 척추는 태백산맥으로 가장 웅장한 산인 백두산은 영적 구도심을 지닌 한국인들에게 신성한 장소로 여겨지고 있습니다. 신비로운 아름다움과 청정한 자연에 이끌려 수많은 순례자들과 관광객들이 백두산을 방문하고 있습니다. 한국은 고요한 아침의 나라로 알려져 있습니다. 자랑스러운 문화와 전통을 지닌 한국은 옛것과 새것이 조화롭게 잘 어우러져 있습니다. 오랜 역사를 지닌 고궁과 신성한 사찰이 높은 고층 빌딩이나 초현대적 건물들과 함께 자리하고 있습니다. 즐거운 여러분에게 혁신적인 한국의 모습을 소개하게 되어 기쁩니다. 사랑하는 이와 함께 천국의 신성한 축복을 누리시길 기도합니다. 수십 년간 칭하이 무상사께서는 신성한 가르침으로 세상을 밝혀주셨습니다. 완전히 깨달은 스승인 칭하이 무상사께서는 윤회의 순환에서 영원한 해탈을 이루고 내면의 신성한 본성을 즉시 발견하고자 하는 사람들에게 관음법문을 전하고 계십니다. 관음법문은 세존이신 석가모니 부처, 신의 아들로 추앙받는 예수 그리스도, 존사이자 철학자인 공자, 숭배받는 주 크리슈나, 존사이자 철학자인 노자, 숭배받는 주 마하비라, 널리 사랑받는 예언자 무하마드, 그에게 평화가 있길, 시크교 창시자 서리 구루나낙 데브지 등 모든 깨달은 스승들께서 수행하신 법문입니다. 스승님께서는 우리가 늘 신을 기억하고 다른 이들에게 헌신적으로 봉사하며 우주의 법칙을 지키면 인간으로서 가장 높은 잠재력에 도달하고 지구상에서 우리의 목적을 진정으로 이해할 것이라 강조합니다. 칭하이 무상사께서는 피난민, 노숙자, 자연재해 희생자 및 보호가 필요한 분들께 정기적으로 물질적, 재정적 지원과 사랑을 전하시는 빛나는 자비의 모범입니다. 칭하이 무상사께서는 신의 소중한 자녀들에게 신의 자비와 사랑을 전달하는 겸손한 도구로 일하시며 피해를 입거나 도움이 필요하거나 혹은 좋은 일을 하는 이들에게 수년 동안 모든 재정적 도움과 위로와 지지를 제공하시는 신께 깊은 감사를 드립니다. 칭하이 무상사께서는 모든 특별한 개인과 단체, 지도자, 정부들, 여러분의 진실되고 사랑이 담긴 지속적인 지지에 정중히 감사드립니다. 천국이 여러분을 언제나 축복하시길 바랍니다. 칭하이 무상사 국제협회 회원인 우리 또한 여러분이 보여주신 친절에 진심으로 감사드리며 여러분께 행운을 빕니다. 칭하이 무상사께서는 여러 단체, 언론 매체, 정부, 개인으로부터 사랑과 인정을 받고 계십니다. 뿐만 아니라 2006년에는 동양의 노벨 평화상이라 불리는 부시평화상을 수상하셨으며 1994년에는 세계 영적 지도자상, 2008년에는 마하비르상을 수상하셨고 2월 22일과 10월 25일은 칭하이 무상사의 날로 선포되었으며 미국 명예시민권을 획득하시는 등 놀라운 자선활동과 인도주의적 활동으로 많은 상과 명예를 안았습니다. 시간 관계상 다른 많은 상과 영예들을 열거하지 못한 점 양해 바랍니다. 칭하이 무상사께서는 모든 특별한 개인과 단체, 지도자, 정부들, 여러분의 진실되고 사랑이 담긴 지속적인 지지에 정중히 감사드립니다. 천국이 여러분을 언제나 축복하시길 바랍니다. 칭하이 무상사 국제협회 회원인 우리 또한 여러분이 보여주신 친절에 진심으로 감사드리며 여러분께 행운을 빕니다. 아름다운 동물 친구들을 대변하는 진실된 목소리로 칭하이 무상사께서는 평화롭고 사랑이 담긴 채식을 홍보하며 인류가 생명의 신성함을 깨닫고 모두 비건이 되는 평화롭고 영광스러운 세상이 오면 동물들과 인류가 행복한 조화 속에 살 수 있다는 비전을 전하고 계십니다. 칭하이 무상사께서는 다양한 방법으로 비건 문화를 널리 알리고 계십니다. 대안적인 삶 전담 배포, 국제적인 비건 식당 체인, 러빙헛, 수프림마스터 TV뿐 아니라 정기적으로 영향력이 있는 정부 및 미디어 지도자들에게 메시지를 전하고 기후변화에 관한 TV 회의에 참여하는 등 많은 일을 하고 계십니다. 우리가 알지는 못하지만 스승님의 노력은 인류가 동물들에게 친절한 생활 방식을 이해하고 이 자비로운 방식이 기후변화와 재난에서 지구를 구하고 나라들 사이에 지속적인 평화를 가져올 수 있다는 사실을 인식하도록 전 세계에 지대한 영향을 주었습니다. 칭하이 무상사께서는 수년간 아메리카에서 아프리카, 유럽, 오세아니아로 전 세계를 방문하시며 다양한 영적 주제에 관해 대중들, 제자들과 더불어 수백 회의 강연과 담화를 가지셨습니다. 오늘 이 시간에 스승님의 통찰력 있는 강연을 전하게 되어 영광입니다. 능언경 25가지 수행법 네 번째 세션 5부 중 4부 2019년 4월 7일 호모사로도 알려진 대만에서 하신 영어 강연입니다.
Hello Buddha, why do you cry? In your stone heart, how much desire?
There are stories about Guanyin Bodhisattva related with being a lady. She was a woman, and she was like a nun. One time she was born in Asia, somewhere in China. She was married to a man, and it was okay, everything okay. One night she saw her husband, this one hair growing out the wrong place. It looked unbecome, looked wrong. So she used a knife. I don't think they have a scissor at that time. She took a knife and she wanted to cut it. And suddenly the husband awoke, maybe pulled it a little bit and it hurt, ow, and then he awakened and he thought she wanted to kill him. And then he sounded the alarm and the whole family woke up and want to bring her to justice, So she ran away, and disguised as a man and come into a temple to stay there, want to be a monk, shave head and wearing monk robe and everything. Novice only there. And then one of the temple goers, a girl, fell in love with him. Actually, it's a her, but fall in love because she's a woman and disguised as a man. So the beauty is even double. And she was young, beautiful. And became a man, still very beautiful, even more beautiful than if it's a man. No beard, no rough face, So one girl fell in love with this monk. And then she keep eyeing him and seducing him. But of course, she's a woman, not interested. Even a monk normally try to run away from seduction, not to talk about woman. And she keeps refusing, trying to avoid and all that. And then this woman, this girl was a lady of some influential family, and so she make hell. Yeah, and then she, out of frustration or maybe want to make trouble or just to satisfy her desire and bodily lust, she had an affair with the servant or something, and pregnant. And then, of course, at that time, if you're pregnant without a man, it's a big, big, big crime, especially if you are a lady of good standing. So they beat her up, the court. Dig a hole in the ground so that her stomach don't get hurt. Make her lay down with the stomach in that hole, yeah, so not hurt the baby. And then try to beat her up so she can confess. He didn't have to beat much. She say he's a monk in that temple. He's a father, okay? Of course, what she cannot have, she just want to make trouble for him, yeah. You want to force him into marrying her, but he still don't marry. Don't want nothing, just bad reputation. But because there's no evidence, they cannot do anything to the monk also. Even then, it harmed his reputation. After she gave birth to that child, the whole family, and she brought the child to give it to that Kuan Yin Bodhisattva woman monk to take care. He also didn't say anything, accept the baby and go out back in milk to feed the baby until he grow up. And of course the temple throw him out, nah? But take pity on him, because the abbot asked him, her, yeah, she always say, no, I did not, yeah? But then still, the law is the law. You know, a temple, you cannot have a monk who has, a reputation and having an affair with somebody and making trouble, you know. So nevertheless, the abbot still feels sorry for him or her and let her stay outside, nearby the temple, outside of the ground, but next to the temple. So still can have somewhere to stay, you know, like a little hut. So to take care of the baby. And she begging for milk every day, but she never complained or anything. Till the baby grown up, okay. And then one day she got sick and died. And then after she died, everybody realized that he actually was a she, and he was wrongly accused. And then they beat that woman up again, and she confessed it's because she was infatuated with him, but he refused her all the time. So she want revenge, him, her. So make up the story like that. That is one of her stories. Yeah. There are other kind of stories as well. So this is a patient endurance of a real saint. Yeah, they don't care. There's also another story, some maybe Japanese or Chinese, maybe Japanese monk, Zen monk somewhere. And also another infatuation from some of the so-called disciples or temple goer, you know, incense burner, apple offerer to the Buddha and then eat afterward. Also like the monk, but the monk did not like. And then she also, you know, had pregnancy with somebody else and then blame it on him. And then after she has the baby, they bring it to him and say, this is your kid. He said, oh, is that so? And then now you have to take care of him. He said, oh, is that so? And they left with the baby, and then he took care also. He didn't say anything. He only said, is that like that? Is that so? Meaning, is that what you said? He doesn't say that what you said is not true. He just surprised. Is that so? Whatever, you know, meaning whatever you say is fine. And he took care of the baby too. Yeah. That's closer to modern time. All right. So the Kuan Yin Bodhisattva continue. Were honor one. Continue talking to the Buddha, present Buddha in this story. Because I served and made offerings to the third come one, Kuan Yin. There was another Buddha named Kuan Yin, and she served under him and made offerings to him all the time. I received from that third come one, meaning from Kuan Yin Buddha, not her, you know. So that thirst come one transmit the Vajra, samadhi of all being like an illusion. As one becomes permitted with hearing and cultivates his hearing. Because I gain a power of compassion identical with that of all Buddhas, the thirst come ones, I became accomplished in 32 response bodies and enter all lands. Means she become like omnipresent. Yeah, she can enter all lands at will, but not like the will of the human. The doing without doing, the will without will then. Now, what for? She can have 32 transformation bodies. You can have many more. She has 32. And that's enough to respond to all the 10 directions and enter any land to help people. So now she will raconte. She will tell you what she can do with these two powers. Yes. Because she has 32 response bodies, transformation body to respond to the prayers of people. So now she tell the Buddha what she can do with that through the Guanyin hearing practice. World Honor One, if there are bodhisattvas who enter samadhi and vigorously cultivate the extinction of outflows, who have superior understanding and manifest perfected penetration, I will appear in the body of a Buddha and speak Dhamma for them, causing them to attain liberation. She can manifest himself like a Buddha. Okay. If there are those who are studying, that's what's one cause that she can help. A next case, if there are those who are studying, who are tranquil and have wonderful clarity, who are superior and miraculous and manifest perfection, I will appear before them in the body of a solitarily enlightened one and speak Dhamma for them, causing them to attain liberation. Solitarily enlightened one is like the self-enlightened Buddha, yeah? So she can appear like that also. Yeah, not just Buddha like Sakyamuni Buddha, but lone Buddha as well. Lone Buddha normally they don't teach. They enlighten themselves. And then they don't teach a lot of disciples. But Sakyamuni Buddha is like normal Buddha. Teach disciples. Take their karma, etc. Deliver them. Next one. Next power. Or next ability. If there are those who are studying, who have served the 12 links of conditioned causation and having severed the conditions, reveal a supreme nature and who are superior and wonderful and manifest perfection, I will appear before them in the body of one enlightened to conditions and speak Dhamma for them, causing them to attain liberation. It depends on the person who need help. If he needs a Buddha, then Guanyin Bodhisattva will appear as Buddha. If he would be more appealed by a solitary Buddha, then she will appear thus. And if a person needs to be delivered by conditions enlightened one, then she would appear thus. She just appear different body, different form. If there are those who are studying, who have attained the emptiness of the Four Truths and cultivating the way, the Four Truths, we talked about that yesterday, have entered extinction and have a superior nature and manifest perfection, I will appear before them in the body of a sound hearer and speak Dhamma for them, causing them to attain liberation. She can appear anywhere, anytime. It depends on the condition of the so-called chelas, disciples. But you mark it here. This disciple, so-called cultivator, has, you see, superior, wonderful perfection, manifest perfection, have a superior nature etc., etc., and also study in the way. But maybe just short a little guidance to attain perfection or liberation. Then, at that time, Kuan Yin Bodhisattva can appear to him, preach Dharma to him, cut out that last knot so that that person can attain liberation. Not ordinary people. It says everything here. That person has a superior nature, you see, and manifests also perfection. And study in the way as well, and different method. Almost get there, but have no guidance to continue to climb upward. Maybe the last ladder, step that he should climb. Then she can come and help. But without that, this person probably would never be able to sever the last tie and then get liberation. So it's a good help. For example, some people are very sincere and want to practice the way, but there's no master in the world. No Buddha appear at that time. You see, 12 Buddha in one aeon. Many hundred years, 1,000 years, one Buddha. So during the time, maybe nobody there to guide this person who is almost there but may be lost. And once you lost that, you have to reborn again and cultivate again until thousands, hundreds, thousands of years waiting for a Buddha to come to fix the last link for you. So Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, because of her power, she could even manifest in just transformation body. No need physical body. Normally, people need a physical master in order to transmit a method or blessing in order to get liberation or enlightenment. But because Kuan Yin Bodhisattva, powerful, still practice Kuan Yin method, she can manifest herself, appear as if a physical body and teach that person. But because that person is already paying the price, it just needs one last chance to go to liberating land. And because at that time there was no Buddha there, no master in that land or in that person's area, and he wouldn't know where to go to find. So Kuan Yin Bodhisattva can do that. Isn't that wonderful? Huh? Yeah, keep waiting for master and you become a giraffe. People looking, where is the master? Maybe one of the practitioners practicing longing for master, so he's long, become long neck and incarnate as a giraffe, I don't know. just a joke. So, there's another case. See, the Kuan Yin Bodhisattva helped a lot. I told her calendar is long. We did not come to the explanation and encouragement to us why we should practice Kuan Yin method yet. We only encounter one Bodhisattva who is practicing Kuan Yin method. This is Kuan Yin Bodhisattva. We have not gone anywhere yet. Stay longer. If you want to hear the end of the film, the end of the story. After all this, then Manjushri, the wisdom number 1 disciple of Buddha, will explain to you one by one. He will analyze what method is no good and why Kuan Yin method is good. Right now, Kuan Yin Bodhisattva only advertised to you that because of Kuan Yin method, how powerful she has become and how helpful she can be to other beings in the 6th path, and even to heaven. So we are not anywhere yet. She just helped a few yet. She has a lot more to tell you, It's whetting your appetite. It's good. And then later when Manjushri explained to you why we have to practice, why we should not practice this, why we should not practice that, from all the 25 methods, why not, and why this, then you will accept. Because you want to become powerful like Bodhisattva Kuan Yin, If there are living beings who wish to have their minds be clear and awakened, who do not engage in mundane desires and wish to purify their bodies, I will appear before them in the body of a Brahma king and speak Dhamma for them, speak teaching, the true teaching for them, causing them to attain liberation. Dhamma means true teaching, yeah? You don't know that already, I hope. If there are living beings who wish to be the heavenly Lord, leader of the heavenly beings, I will appear before them in the body of Chakra and speak Dhamma for them, enabling them to accomplish their wish. If living beings wish to attain physical self-mastery and to roam throughout the 10 directions, I will appear before them in the body of a god from the heaven of self-mastery and speak Dhamma for them, enabling them to accomplish their wish. If there are living beings who wish to attain physical self-mastery and fly through space, I will appear before them in the body of a god from the heaven of great self-mastery and speak Dhamma for them, enabling them to accomplish their wish. If there are living beings who are fond of ruling over ghosts and spirits in order to rescue and protect their country, I will appear before them in the body of a great heavenly general and speak Dhamma for them, enabling them to accomplish their wish. She speaks different Dhamma, okay? According to different wish, she showed him different way. Like maybe different mantra, different way how to accomplish this as a general of heaven. Otherwise, she would have appeared just as a Buddha or any saint, but she appeared the general of heaven, so that the person who wished to do that trust. Oh, he's a general from heaven. That's what I want right now, okay? So they pray and she hears everything. That's why the Asian people, the Buddhist people, they trust the Kuan Yin Bodhisattva very much because she's supposed to hear in all directions. She hears all the prayers and responds to them promptly. Maybe she does respond, but not everybody can see her.
Oh Buddha, why did you leave Nirvana?
소중한 시청자 여러분, 오늘 스승과 제자 사이에서 우리 방송 능은경 25가지 수행법 4번째 세션 5부 중 4부를 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 곧이어 주목할 뉴스가 끝나고 지혜의 말씀에서 성령과 신에 관한 에마누엘 스웨덴 보리의 저술 발췌 2부 중 1부가 방영됩니다. 수프림 마스터 TV의 긍정적인 프로그램을 계속 시청해 주세요. 마음의 평화와 영혼의 치유를 찾길 기원합니다. Cherished viewers, thank you for joining us on today's program entitled The Surangama Sutra 25 Means to Enlightenment, Session 4, Part 4 of 5 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is selection of Emanuel Swedenborg's writings on the Holy Spirit and God, Part 1 of 2 on Words of Wisdom, right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May you find peace in your hearts and healing in your souls.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.